allow the two
It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay.
She
Off your mind.
like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my egun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. My egun don't come, oh, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo. My egun don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, my ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. This man not the off in mind, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Aha, now you not done here, all these bad politicians, then we call themselves politicians. When they thief our money, we no want make the common man get waiting supposed get for this country. Una never hear something. Now go hear one. My ego, you go show na paper. My ego diary political. So my people make you shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we laugh, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Ha, this one not they off in mind, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo.
Hello there. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you're joining us. It is brunch time with Mayegun. As you are taking your seat, joining the tempo, remember, make sure after reading the caption of the broadcast, liking the broadcast, make sure you share it. To invite your friends, your not so friendly friends, tell them all that it is brunch time with Mayegun. And for those watching it live. Today, the line is always open, remember? Werey Wike is the poster boy of what is wrong with that contraption in their own space. Werey Wike is being considered as a very good fit to help thiefnubu face the opposition. And his first shot is actually to show to the rest of you that Nigeria is done for. Thieves, criminals, they used to say, well, anyway, let's start. So it is the competition of who is more corrupt, and then which of the thieves is more honest. Werey Wike said his father was very rich. He was driving a Mercedes Benz in the university. He said he bought a Rolls Royce, a 1.7 billion naira worth of a car. And this is a person who has never worked in his life, ever. Except to work in the public office. Now, he brags about that on the TV because he knows there won't be any consequences. But we are here to just put it on record. So that those of you who are supporting rubbish, those of you who are defending nonsense, those of you whose future and your children's future has been mortgaged by these rogues, let's put it on record. Tell everybody who should be here. Tell them that Mayegun today, it is brunch time. Grab your phone because you'll be talking to me soon. Wike's papa disowned him. A Rivers chief has revealed. They said all this nonsense with a Wike they do. He don't do it since he was a child. So to get here. Good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is a brunch time with Mayegun. And here is the issue for today. Nigeria's worst are leading possibly at the best. Because Nigeria has suffered decades of brain drain, where the best brains of that contraption have either left or contemplating of leaving. Enough that the entire political space is now left left for the hooligans, criminals, who turned out to be treasury looters and bunch of treasonous rogues. I'm just trying to find out this big word to sound like, so that maybe that will make you understand how serious it is. Nigeria, the system that continued to pop up these rogues, right, has sort of produced them in their kind of like numbers, right, that everyone should ordinarily see the Nigerian politicians, the likes of Werey Wike and co, thiefnubu and gang, right? You should actually see them as the real threats to your Nigeria. But maybe you will see it that way because we all know why to some extent. Nigeria is so divided. And that is why the worst of Nigeria, in charge of Nigeria, have ensured a system that will keep Nigeria divided and keep them in power. Looting the public fund, right? It used to be something people, do with sort of like a care. These days, it is what people do with pride, and they call it being smart and successful. You have a Werey Wike who was born in 1967, and in 1997, he graduated from the University of Port Harcourt. 2 years later, he became, which is 1999, he became a local government chairman, courtesy of Peter Odili. He was a local government chairman for 8 years until Amaechi became governor and appointed him chief of staff. He was chief of staff for 4 years, I think, before he lost a relationship with Amaechi. But he went on to go and become a minister, the Minister of State for Education. Werey Wike afterward became the governor of Rivers State for 8 solid years. Today, he is the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. They call him rich, stinkingly rich, but he's never really done any real job in his life other than politics. Then he brags about how much money is given to people and they betrayed him. People's money, stolen money. So between himself and his own successor, who also never worked in his life, Rotimi Amaechi became a special advisor, being a PA to Peter Odili as far back as 1992. And it was because Rotimi Amaechi was one of the students, should I say student union leader or member of the student union government in that same River State, a very much useful tool in the hand of a politician. Peter Odili recruited him, right? Now, fast forward to 1999. He was working as the houseboy of Peter Odili, smart houseboy, there are many everywhere, right? So the moment Peter Odili became the governor, Rotimi Amaechi became a lawmaker for 8 years. In fact, he was the speaker. Then he became governor. This was 1999 to 2007. Then he became governor for 8 years too. After that, he became a minister for another 8 years. And only 2 years ago, he became jobless. So he went on TV to talk about the coalition they are putting together to get thiefnubu out. And then he spoke about the Werey Wike and his impunity, abuse of power, and others. So Werey Wike started with him. In the process of trying to let everybody know that, listen, this is a competition of who stole past. Who stole past? Who is the biggest thief? Then who is the honest thief? Rotimi Amaechi pointed out that Werey Wike was driving a Rolls Royce. Werey Wike and then grabbing people's lands. Tried to remove a governor, suspended a governor simply because of the resources of the state. And that's Werey Wike, who is undermining democracy, is a very powerful person inside the thiefnubu's regime. And they had to remove them. So Werey Wike went on TV. For those of you who have seen the interview, great. But this part is very important. It is watching the criminals in Nigeria brag about how much they've stolen and who has stolen past, and then who is honest about it. Werey Wike said, he didn't come from a poor home. He said, Amaechi lied that his wife is an industrialist. His wife is not an industrialist. In fact, his wife is a criminal who cashed out for 8 years, 4 billion naira every month in the name of training the Niger-Delta Women. Amaechi's wife was collecting 4 billion naira from Buhari's government under the NDDC. 48 billion naira every year. Multiply that by 8. Werey Wike dropped the number, he dropped numbers on so many things that he probably couldn't back up. But that one is huge because he went further to say it was Mallami. It was Mallami, the former Attorney General of Nigeria, the Buhari's Attorney General of Nigeria. He said it was the Mallami that, buried the investigation. Okay, now names have been mentioned. Then he asked thiefnubu to please release the report of the NDDC and probe what is his name again? Rotimi Amaechi's wife. They brag about their corruption. They tell you all these things. People listen to them, they laugh, they shake their heads, they laugh, they just look on. Like it doesn't matter. Brazen corruption. And what about Werey Wike? You were driving a Rolls Royce. You are a public official. If they put together all the salaries that you were due. Do you understand? Like the salary that you were supposed to be paid for all the public office you have held. Put all of them together in that 26 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Werey Wike cannot buy a 2024 Toyota Corolla with that money. Somebody said he won't be able to buy, what do you call it? He won't be able to buy a Tesla of, people were kind of like, because when you put the whole money together, it is nothing close to 500 million naira. His due salary, but you know now, he's a billionaire, a stark criminal, somebody who never worked in his life. He never worked to make money in his life. And that is why he will look at you, because he's got so much stolen money, right? He will look at you and be like, what do you say you are doing? I am a shoemaker, sir. I make fine shoes. My friend, I buy my shoes from Vendi. If I want to buy shoes, I go to Paris and buy shoes. So I should come and buy shoes from you, shoemaker. Shoemaker. Can you hear that? Shoemaker. A shoemaker wants me to buy shoes from you. My friend, go and sell your shoes to the market women. Somebody who never worked in his life. And there are many inside your government, inside your contraption there. There are many who never worked in their lives, and those who have actually failed in their chosen careers. You will see doctors who can't really perform anything related to medicine or anything doctoral at all. So let's go to this part where Werey Wike said his father was a rich man. Now the truth is that Werey Wike's father, according to a Niger-Delta chief, they said when Werey Wike was young, it was like this, very horrible, that his own father, original father, had to disown him. Another person adopted him. True story, don't be me talk more. You go here and soon. Another person adopted him. They sent him to school. They paid, they raised him. They were first set of people that Werey Wike dealt with. He even attempted, before the man that adopted him died, he attempted to remove that person from the local government, chief or something board. This Werey Wike. The land grabbing in Abuja that you are witnessing in Abuja, you have not seen anything. Ask the people of Rivers State. Werey Wike and land. Ask the people of Rivers State. However, not that it matters so much, but it's just so you kind of see through the characters that are always sitting in front of your TV, spewing rubbish, nonsense, because they believe that what are you going to do, even if they steal, even if they, what are you going to do? How did you get a Rolls Royce? Blah, 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 like this.
Transportation rivers, it was not supplied. Yes, it's correct. It was not supplied.
Wasn't it supplied?
It was not supplied, yes.
That's a crime.
Of reason, it was not supplied. I will come to that. He gave him a Rolls Royce. He took the Rolls Royce. Whether you use the Rolls Royce, what's my business? Seun, I have a Rolls Royce.
Who gave you?
So what? Nobody gave me a Rolls Royce.
You bought it?
Of course. So what?
With what money?
Which money? So let me tell you. Femi, before Hamatan, there was cold. I didn't come from the same background with Rotimi Amaechi. I didn't
were you rich before?
Not to me rich. I didn't come. As a student, I was in a Mercedes Benz. As a student, I was in a Mercedes Benz. My father was a general manager of so many companies.
So you came from a rich background?
I will not say too rich for the Dangotes. But I had a small background. Yes.
But Mr. Amaechi challenged you.
No,
he said you have houses everywhere.
I'm coming.
Where are these houses? The subject of your wealth.
I'm coming to that, sir. So that Nigerians will hear. I've not denied here. His anger, he saw that I used Rolls Royce. So what? It was not given to me by a contractor. who was doing job with me? No. A contractor gave him. A contractor gave him. That was bribe. You took from a contractor. I will not do that. I won't do that.
Mr. Amaechi said he's not corrupt.
No. One of the most corrupt people. I will come to that. And I will come.
Are you corrupt, Mr. Wike?
What do you mean the word corrupt? No court has found me guilty to be corrupt. When you say the word corrupt. But if you say, well, I like money, hold on. Nobody can do without money. You cannot say because I say, I need money to solve this, therefore I'm corrupt. No. I need money to pay my children's school fees. I need money to take my family's health care. Does that make it to be corrupt? No. But when a man comes in the public to say, I don't like money, you know that man is a big liar because he needs money to solve this problem, to solve it. We're not going to that. You talk about houses. I'm not a bushman. No, I'm not. I'm from Obiabo local government, part of Padawa local government before, well brought up. I have a family background. In fact, when you go to Ikwere Road, my father was one of the few people who have duplexes in Ikwere Road. So you cannot say that. Not too rich, I agree, but you cannot say that. Not at the level Amaechi came from. No. It's not comparable at all. Never. Now he said, I have houses. Seun, Amaechi was speaker, 8 years. Amaechi was speaker, a governor, 8 years. Amaechi was minister, 8 years. He don't have houses. He has a spiritual problem.
Because he said he's not like you people.
No.
Enrich yourself.
I will tell you. That's why people should learn. Nigerians should know the kind of characters deceiving Nigerians every day. Pretending. I will tell you his house in Gusape here, where I live. River State government built. You need a butter-burnt car to destroy the house. I will come to that.
Why would you want to destroy it?
No. What I'm trying to show, the quality. That's the point I'm trying to say. I'm not saying you should just. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying that you can't be a poor man and have such a house. That's the point I'm trying to make. He told you, oh, he does not have this. Where's his house? In OGRA. Who built it? In OGRA. Ask him. I want to say that NPA and NIMASA, they don't pay contractors. Yes, he knows that because they have not paid his wife, who's a contractor in NPA and NIMASA.
At the moment?
At the moment, that's why he knew.
How do you know?
Well, how would I know? He put the DJ NIMASA Dakuku, whom I defeated in 2015 governorship election. Then he took his boy, Coco, who was the account officer in Zenith Bank, and made him as a director of finance, and then put him as managing director. Therefore, he's not able to know when NPA and MESA do not pay. He knows that. Who owns those contracts he's talking about? The wife. It's unfortunate. I watch him. How can a man at that level talk this? People should give us some of this. I feel so bad. In the name of God, I feel so bad. I should discuss a man's wife. I feel so bad.
But you disagree about his wealth? You disagree?
No,
is he older than you? He said he's older.
Werey Wike is not arguing that he is not a thief. No, he's deflecting to say the person that is accusing him of owning this, owning that, properties everywhere, land, money, and all of that stuff, that person is the same. Rotimi Amaechi that is telling you that he has no money and all of that stuff. If I tell you more, he's got this, he's got that, he's got house in GRA, he's got that, you know what I mean? Like, are those from his own legit henny? I hope you are getting the point, eh? It is like two thieves. One came and said, no, I'm not a thief. Anybody who has that should come out and say, even it was my wife that was feeding me. It was my wife that has been feeding me. And then another came and said, no, he's lying. You are lying. Me, I like money. Yes, I like money. Which means I steal money. Yes. Because I need money to sponsor my children to school abroad. Need money to buy fine things. I need money to, I bought my Rolls Royce, 1.7 billion naira. I bought it. I bought it myself. I'm not going to lie. Yes, I did it. But this other guy is a thief. A very good one that I have evidence. In fact, his wife, I don't want to talk about his wife, but his wife is, in fact, the old bunker front he's been using. And I know one thing. She has been involved in this contract, that contract, everywhere. There is a particular one, Self. You know that one, there is a particular one, Self. That means there is a particular one that stands out. But with a weakest father, like an average, average riverman or an average Nigerian, okay? Is all right in his own way. He's got 2 duplexes on Ikwere Road. I don't know how poor the people of Ikwere are. Anyway, building a house and your house stand out among the other houses in the area, we all understand what that looks like now. I mean, we do understand what it looks like that, oh, my old man built his own house in Odogbolu, my hometown, right? My grandma built her own house there. I have people who went back there to actually have their own houses, and they're like normal people, normal everyday working people. So where did your father buy you a Mercedes Benz in school? Your father didn't even got involved in his life anymore. The moment he disowned him. And that's a true life story.
But let me come out to Wike. Wike started this merchant with his family as a young boy. And that was why his father disowned him as a youth. And he was adopted by the late Werey Wike, adopted. After betraying his family and the father disowned him, that was not enough. He betrayed the Israel family by plotting to remove Timothy Israel as a chairman of the local government.
So the people who knows Werey Wike very well, those who are not, those who are not licking his ass and or his what have you, right? They will tell you that we know his story, we know him very well. I mean, you can even tell that he didn't come from any home with that. You say somebody that was raised with money. The way Werey Wike, the way he kind of carries himself as somebody who wants validation every step of the way. Somebody will be like, I have arrived. Look at me. I am somebody that nobody believed there could be something like this. Look at people who are bowing for me. Look at all these people, all these rich people, all of them. I used to look at them like, oh my God. But now they are all bowing. They are all bowing to greet me. They respect me. So that validation is so much for him that if you say something about him, he automatically kind of goes into a serious feast. Like, you get, a serious feast. Like, this guy get money like this for real. Number one, he never worked for the money. They are all looted, stolen public fund. And he's not alone, though. He's not alone. But he's one of their bold one that feels like, how dare you talk to me like that? How dare you talk to me like that? I'll show you that, you don't talk to me like that. Madman. 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 So you can't see somebody that is raised the money, that is even, I mean, I'm talking about people who work for their money. I'm not talking about the children of these looters. So their children are like them, even worse. But I don't want to go into that. People who worked for their money, people who were raised the money, right? Money won't move them. It won't drive them. To the point that you'll be wondering, like, is this person the person they said he is, Sha? But when you look at Werey Wike, he is so loud, pompous, and all over the place. He wants all the attention. He is a minister. He is the only minister in Nigeria calling the media chats to abuse his enemies. Goes about with a band that continue to sing his praises. Everyone around him, they sing his praises. So how dare you come around and say something different to you? Like what he said about Dele Momodu. Look at this one. Now, person didn't raise in money with this one.
What's the name? Dele Momodu. For Christ's sake. For crying out loud. Ordinarily. Why should I talk about Dele Momodu? Why should I do that? You say
as a distinguished journalist and
I don't know.
A publisher?
Please.
Former editor of
Oh, please. You can have money and be a publisher. Publishing what? Let me tell you. I can tell you authoritatively today. I've never said it anywhere. Dele Momodu does not have what it takes. Credibility or what? I know how he came to me.
To do what?
Oh my God. Ask anybody. He stayed with me for how many weeks? Even when he's eating, with all due respect, there are things I expect people to be decent and dressed. The correct food, the food will be flowing over, falling down. I mean, so please, let me respect myself. You say you ran for presidential, you didn't get one vote. These are the people you're telling me about.
God damn it, man. You know? He's just one dirty thug with money. And there are many in that place. There are many in that contraption. And that is why they want to be seen. They are loud. They are like, Do you see that? He dismissed Dele Momodu as, but he's an accomplished publisher. He's a journalist. What is he publishing? Oh, today he came to my house. He came to my house. He was just eating everywhere. That's not class, is it? Money can't buy class, can it? No, it can't. And characters like that are those they call leaders in that contraption. Do you get that? To the point that a lot of people look at him and they are just waiting for the day of his downfall. They are comparing him with Amaechi now. Remember when Amaechi was this all powerful? And he was asking people, if you want to fight me, come outside, let us fight. But when they were done with him, openly celebrating criminality, daring the people to do their worst. What are you going to do? Because people themselves are like, somebody who is a governor, somebody who is clinical. Don't you know that he's going to be so rich? People expect him to steal from them. They will justify it. They will defend it. And that is just a tip. Here is the part where he actually entered Amaechi and his wife. It is like openly telling you, one of those who are milking you, looting you, but at the same time, expects that you're not going to do anything. Of course, like, what are you going to do?
The premise, Minister, is the fact that, just for a moment, sir, the premise upon which Mr. Amaechi made those claims was to the fact that your wealth is questionable. He said he's not like you. That, he said your wealth is questionable. And that he doesn't ride the kind of cars you ride. He doesn't own the kind of houses and the lands and all whatever that you have.
No.
So there's a question mark. Can you explain your wealth?
Okay. So that I don't digress. Let me finish first. I will come to that. About wealth and no wealth. I will tell you. How people are hypocritical. How people insult Nigerians. deceiving Nigerians. First of all, Amaechi's wife was not an industrialist. I've never been. The best I know. And that's why I call on Mr. President to release the forensic audit of NDDC. Through Amaechi's wife company, every month, 4 billion naira to train Niger-Delta Women for 1 year, 48 billion naira. And that, the forensic report audit is there. Who killed it was Mallami, the Attorney General then. The Attorney General then, one of the people who are talking about.
You're privy to that document.
Sir, if Mr. President should help Nigerians. You see, this is what I have always said. Mr. President should help Nigerians. Please, release the forensic audit of the NDDC.
Well, is it a crime to get a contract from government?
4 billion naira a month to train Niger-Delta women. 4 billion naira.
And you have evidence? Do you have the copy?
I have said, let Mr. President please do us a favor to release that document. Release that document. Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the former Attorney General Mallami, killed that document because to protect those who are concerned.
Well, that's a big allegation.
I'm not saying, all I'm saying, let them release the document. If what I'm saying is not in the document, I will resign at the Ministry of LCT. I said I will resign. I don't worship office. What I'm saying, let them release the forensic audit of the NDDC. I didn't say the forensic audit was right, but I said release the report of the forensic audit. ESI. That's how the wife became an industrialist. 4 billion naira every month to train Niger-Delta women. Now, so that you won't say, I'm dodging from the question. He said wealth. Let me tell you, I even overheard him say that somebody gave him a Rolls Royce that is not using it. Come, what kind of education did people have in Benz University? With all respect.
Mine was very solid.
I don't know, but you said he went to Benz with you. Look at what he said. He was a governor.
But he went to Rivers too. He went to University of
No, he didn't pass university.
No, what do you mean?
No, he
had a master's.
Can I tell you something today you will know? Amaechi went to University, he couldn't pass. He went to University of Port Harcourt. I will come to that. And I'll tell you the grade he came up with. We are thinking. It depends on how you graduated. I will come to that. I am an alumnus of University of Port Harcourt.
So I was going to say,
I was trained by the best of the professors. I will come to that.
So because before you question base, because base is one of the degrees that I have.
No.
So we should go to University of Port Harcourt.
No, I will come. Nobody can challenge my qualification.
Amaechi is a lawyer like you too.
No, please, with due respect, at what age? I'm coming. At what age? I'm coming. I said he went to this, but I'm coming. He said he got, somebody gave me a Rolls Royce. He did not use it. Somebody gave you. You took. Who gave him? Senator John Mbara gave him. When did he give him that? Everybody knew that when Amaechi was the governor, John Mbara, the senator, who is the chairman of MCC, Mona Consortium Company, was doing 60% of the contract in Rivers. In fact, it's one man who contributed to my political development. I will never, my political growth, I will never deny that fact. But that does not mean when you see something that's wrong, is wrong. He said, John Mbara gave him Rolls Royce. When did he give him? When he was governor. And this was the man that was doing the contract. In fact, in Rivers State, he gave him the contract To be the man that will supply all the vehicles to take over the transportation rivers. It was not supplied. Yes, it's correct. It was not supplied.
Wasn't it supplied?
It was not supplied, yes.
That's a crime.
Of Israel, it was not supplied. I will come to that. He gave him a Rolls Royce. He took the Rolls Royce. Whether you use the Rolls Royce, what's my business? Seun.
Èmi nìkan tán. Ha. Èmi nìkan tán. Ha. Èmi nìkan tán. Ha. Èmi nìkan tán. Ha.
Sorry about that. I just kind of like had to click it like replay. Werey Wike confessed on TV that Amaechi, he bought his own with stolen money. And he is honest about it. Amaechi collected kickback. You awarded contract to road contractor. He gave you a gift of Rolls Royce. Ha! Nigeria politicians. Contractor decided to go and buy Rolls Royce, ship it to Nigeria, to give it to politician for awarding contract, road contracts to him. So just imagine what they are doing everywhere as we speak. No wonder Nigerians are very much comfortable because they will say, even if you don't want to steal, the office, if you just become governor for one day, or if I just become governor for 2 days, if I just sign, I mean, don't pretend that you've never heard that, or maybe you have never said it. Don't pretend though. It's either you have said it yourself watching me, or you've heard people say it. I just become Nigeria president for 3 months. First of all, as somebody, so when you go into Nigeria politics, the people expect you to be a thief. They won't believe you if you say you are not a thief. It's not a thief. Who is believing this one? Amaechi's wife is collecting 4 billion naira every month to train Niger-Delta women. On what? To train them on what or for what? So Werey Wike just said or just told us that. And I don't think it's going to, yeah? Criminals, openly, yeah? Calling, challenging themselves based on your money they looted or they stolen is one kind, And it's not only Werey Wike that has been running mad, though. There is Werey Wike, the one that was arrested for stealing 7 million naira when he was with Faoleshe. Faoleshe stole over 7 billion naira. He is still in court for stealing. Somebody who is as wicked as that. Mind you, that they call him Oshokomole. That is Faoleshe. All right. So Werey Wike was with Faoleshe, where Faoleshe stole over 7 billion or so. Werey was diverting 7 million naira for a trip that he didn't go. I mean, that he didn't, go. And he collected the 7 million naira. They had to dock him for stealing. He's been running mad too. As Werey Wike is melting down, he's also been so mental on social media. He's over 60 years old. He's older than Werey Wike. Werey Wike had to appoint him out of pity. Like he believes he does for everyone around him, out of pity, right? And the guy, I don't know those of you who followed him on Twitter though, right? You should go and check it out. Now the person responding to his craze is Faoleshe's brother Isaac.
Hello, my reply to Werey Wike. You said Ayo Fayose was the Fayose that they know in Nigeria, that if not Ayo Fayose, they won't know Isaac Fayose. Werey Wike, my father, Pa Olorunfemi, late Pa Olorunfemi Oluwayose, was the first Ekiti man to own a bookstore in the old western region, or just in Ibadan. Ekiti. Oh, that was old Ondo. Oyo, and his estate is there. You can still go and verify. And my brother went to Ekiti to go and build on what my father had done. Don't forget Governor Akeredolu's father, late governor of Ondo State father, used to be my own father's manager, Orilonishe bookstore. Don't forget that the richest man in Ekiti today, Afe Babalola, lived in my house before. Came to Ibadan through my father. He's still alive. You can ask him. My father didn't give birth to cobblers like you or data boys. He gave birth to good children. That was why Ayo Fayose was able to build on that name. Say, I'm Fayose's son. And they said they embraced him and he was able to win. So I'm not in my house. We don't worship money. We don't worship people. We are not trained to worship people. We are trained to worship God. Your boss now that you are working with, Wike, he said his father, maybe he's alive or he's late, used to be managers of different companies, general manager. My own father, no be general manager. My own father, now founder of different, my late father was a founder of different companies. Orilonishe bookstore, Orilonishe estate, Orilonishe industry, Orilonishe this, Orilonishe that. You can verify, you can ask your Oga. So you are free to change your name to Fayose since the name they trip you. Me, I be British trained. I grew up more in UK. People that are working as minister, governor, mayor, they are servant leader. Is in Nigeria that we worship them. In my own country, school of thought, we don't worship any servant public office holder because they are spending public money. Including you, your salary is based on me paying grand rent in Abuja. People like us that pay money, that's where you get your salary from. So go and do your findings where my papa was a great man. Great. That was why Ayo was able to be a governor. God bless you, Kobla.
Isaac was responding to, of course, Werey Wike and his boss, Rolls Royce. In case if some of you have lost the visual of Werey Wike's phantom, I became 1.7 billion naira worth of automobile, one person. God damn it. Do you get that? People who were raised from money, right? They don't need all of that. They don't. In fact, if you see people raise the money in politics, it is believed that they are doing so out of guilt, so they want to give back. Even that itself is a lie, but I'm just saying. They won't carry themselves in such a way that they are the most important person in the room, like I am the most. No. People will identify you. You see, your aura and all of that stuff will show that you are, you're a respectable man, not a thug with money, which is the case in that place. He said thiefnubu rescued Nigeria from ruin. Same thiefnubu that he's telling you, the same call who told you that Nigeria was going bankrupt. Is that not what they told you? They said Nigeria was going bankrupt. thiefnubu increased his appointees' salaries, increased the salary of the service chiefs, increased the salaries of the judges by 120%. He bought himself a new Escalade, bought one for shitty man, bought himself a yacht, right? Bought himself a new private jet, presidential jet, built a 21 billion house for his vice. All of this within the first 1 year, within the first 1 year, right? And also increase the money they have been there, spending on Estaco. That is jumping from one country to another, as usual, right? So that is the man that came to rescue you, that Werey Wike, the criminal, building, what do you call that thing again? That's ICC hall, renovating a hall in Abuja for 39 billion naira. But they are helping you still, they are. It's unfortunate though, But people will be people, and they can always possibly continue to live in denial, be politically correct, just anything to defend them. But you also need to know who they are, what they are up to, and at the same time to understand how their actions actually affect you. It's important too. Sorry that I've just been talking there, right? So I've not been checking my phone. So the line is opened. Well, while we are waiting to take a first call, here is one problem that we barely talk about. This, if this incident happened, this morning, very early in the morning, when a grown adult, a grown man, will wake up from his house, drive down to several streets and go to other people's streets to start screaming, shouting them to accept Jesus at 5 a.m. in the morning. Oh dear.
Echigon this man one in several. Oh yeah, Hapobia. Diana my resident. Diana make him noise this morning. Echigon me one. The engineer me for video and as a proof. In Afia, since after 5 o'clock in the morning. Go yeah, Diana the store boom na my house. Tell the motor and they preach the word of God.
If we decide today to give the to Jesus,
actually, because I will deal with him very soon.
made up your mind to continue to be sin against God.
This is a young man who doesn't want to respect himself. Every morning, or Biabiana they stop our residents. Let you go and give warning to stop coming here. He refused, or you refuse that, right? Columbus, Subia.
I assure you, if you decide today to give your life to Jesus, you shall be well received. In the name of Jesus.
You leave your own resident. Biana Ben Mado. I think this in a street up or you don't want to talk. Yeah, it's all quite low. We go. Till this morning. Mona gige we fiscal combat no totwa. You got one contact here. I get work we are one case go no eba go di stay here. Nge tikwagi here no. Nga kokwagi. Nga kuligi no totwa. Ebi we ho sense. Okwi we street. Okwi we ebe. I politely came out here to warn you. You have your family, right? You have your family. This morning, no.
I mean, what is wrong with people? Every street you turn to, you see a church or mosque or both. And the people have had to kind of live like that. And sometimes some of them have built their life around all this noise pollution in the name of shouting and praying. However, how could you, right, leave your own space, drive down to other people's streets very early in the morning and start blasting speakers to wake them up to accept Jesus? The guy was nice, maybe because he was the one doing the recording. Because whatever gets me so mad to come outside to take care of that speaker will be possibly not useful for him or useful to him in another, it won't probably be useful to him anymore. But yeah, people who are screaming and screaming onto this Sky Daddy, left, right, and center. I accept this, I accept that, go to heaven. But they are most dark-hearted and evil from the same contraption. Right? Finally. Not finally. Kolu left St. Lucia yesterday. And guess where he headed? Brazil. That is a Rio in Brazil. Rio de Janeiro. Those who knows the relationship between this route, don't be alarmed if there is a leak or a scandal that will tell you that they might be using Nigeria's presidential jets to carry narcotics. Maybe they are using Nigeria presidential jets to carry cocaine. I am looking forward to that time. Very soon. Kolu, who has been in St. Lucia. I have a caller though. Please hang in there for me, my caller, if you can. Kolu, who has been in St. Lucia for about 7 days now. Courtesy of Shaguri Shaguri. Shaguri Shaguri, the honorary citizen of St. Lucia, the facilitator of this trip, that hand them scholarship for the people of the US, call them, why they have over 20 million out of school children in Nigeria. thiefnubu is also right now working on a deal, on a project where they are sending doctors, teachers from Nigeria, like Kenya did, when they send their policemen to Haiti to go and do peacekeeping. thiefnubu has already approved. The process is ongoing as you are watching this. He has approved that they should send doctors, nurses to St. Lucia, and Nigeria will be paying for them. So these guys will be working in St. Lucia, and Nigeria will be paying their salaries, courtesy of Shaguri Shaguri. What is Nigeria getting back from St. Lucia? That's what they're getting back. Surprise! Really? That is what Nigeria is getting back. That's enough. If you want to see expression of surprises from the people of St. Lucia, go on to St. Lucia on social media and you see how grateful they are. Like they are wowed. America, that is even closer to them, didn't even give them such offer. America. But that's Kolu. Then when it was done, he moved straight to Rio de Janeiro, Rio in Brazil, where they are having the BRICS summit. You know those BRICS? Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, BRICS country, right? So they are doing that in Brazil. So thiefnubu, on his way to Brazil, Lord shadow me, Kolu, who was traveling with Ogun State Governor, Dubious Dapo, Sheriff Olori Borobo, or something, that's his name, I think. That Delta governor, what is his name again? Sheriff Olori or something, right? They traveled with Kolu from St. Lucia. When Kolu landed in Rio, they were there to welcome Kolu again. There is no real Brazil official welcoming this druggie, just for the record. And you know that they don't check diplomatic luggages. By the time those who are doing all this drug run and the rest of that with thiefnubu and all of them on their different trips, the day something is going to burst. Yeah, they say, oh, now, don't tell me that I'm projecting. No. When you look at the guys you are dealing with, you get that now? So nothing is off the table. Call you. I have a caller. Do I still have you there?
Yes.
Baba, see, I need your kind of patience. So when I grow up, you are such a very patient person. It's been like about 5 minutes you've been there.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Sorry about that.
It's good.
Okay?
It's good.
I was in the middle of saying something there. I was like, please wait. But here we are, Baba. How are you?
No, it's good for you for the explanation that you did for our people so that they will be knowing those thieves that is governing them, because these are a bunch of thieves. Mayogu, you have been doing a lot of work. People don't know. It's only God Almighty, if there is God, because I don't believe that there is God watching these people, what they're doing every day. They turn Nigeria as a killing field, and they tell me that there's God somewhere watching these criminals. Look at what Wike said yesterday night.
Yeah.
Look at a public officer bragging that he have a phantom. Can any place in this world, a public officer brag about having a phantom? Please, what is going on in Nigeria?
It is the celebration of criminality. They have crossed the line of them being kind of like worried about blowback. People should see this display that you are watching. All this display of power, brag, and wealth, stolen wealth, right? It is to tell you that they are no longer worried of what anybody's going to do. Like, what are you going to do? They are no longer afraid. They are no longer worried.
That is why I said you are doing a marvelous job. That is why I will keep on praising you, because if not for you, if not for your program, even others who are taking up now to show Nigeria, because you see, sometimes I don't blame what they write in Bible. Sometimes I pick knowledge from it, because they say my people perish lack of knowledge. And this is about the knowledge we are talking about. Because if our people don't see, they believe on these people. Look at what we can be saying on national TV. Look at what
national TV. Yeah.
I don't understand. Like he's discussing with a primary school children. This is what he's saying.
I'll come back to that. He never went back to it. But tell us about how you got your... No. Listen. I'll come back to that. But look at. He never went back to it.
He never.
He kept deflecting. He deflected for more than 2 hours on that program. Honestly.
Yes.
He couldn't answer any real question. No real question answered. Nothing.
They added more 30 minutes.
They had extra time.
So that they see if he can give us a clear picture of what he's doing. I am sorry for Nigerians. I am sorry for those ones who are going to take their money to go and rig for them and be seeing these shenanigans on TV again. Because the ones they are doing behind the door, you can see somebody will wake up, say Tinubu is working, Tinubu is doing well. Is that person not mentally drained?
Oh, you are talking about those who are saying Tinubu is doing well. What about those that are saying, I can't wait for Tinubu to shame all his enemies? His enemies are Nigerians who are complaining that they are facing hell, and they will reject him. Sure, you get. His supporters are calling those people his enemies, and they are waiting for when he's going to rig himself to shame them. How about that?
even these people are saying that Obi agreed for 4 term. Please, if you are,
no, he didn't agree to anything. No, he didn't.
Wait, but let's assume he agreed on one.
Okay.
If some people have their senses, have their senses, did it take Tinubu 2 years to destroy Nigeria?
Good point.
Did it take him 2 years to destroy Nigeria?
Good point.
If you are eating through your mouth, did it take Tinubu 2 years to destroy Nigeria?
No.
I am asking Nigerians.
No.
Did it take him 2 years?
It took him just one single statement. One statement.
An hour. Not an hour. An hour to destroy Nigeria. An hour.
And since then, you get this. Since then, they have been trying to force Nigerians to accept the destruction as a normal thing by saying, yeah, it's not that bad. They are the decision that we have to take. They are telling Nigerians that the decision is the decision for them, and they believe them.
Yes. Yeah, and again,
yes, sir.
This man is saying that the economy was bad. Please let them take us back where they meet us. Please let them go back.
May they return the plane, return the yacht, return all the stuff.
Let them take us back. We don't want so because if all these ones that call themselves professor, because I believe some of them will be listening to me. If you call yourself professor, you call yourself whatever you call yourself, and somebody took over the government when a bag of rice was in around 30-something thousand, now it's 110,000, and the fuel was in
was 167 naira, 167 naira. Yeah.
167. Even let's give it 200.
Right.
Now it's almost 1,000, and the dollar was around 400, and now it's 1,600.
That's right.
So now, and somebody will keep on telling us that this person is working.
Now
that person he have problem. His head needs to be examined because this is what criminals do. What did they do? They will take over and destroy everything and keep on blaming. If APC, if Buhari wasn't in APC, they will keep on blaming.
They already blaming him. Look at you. They are already blaming him. They said he inherited a bankrupt country. They said everything was dead. That it was thiefnubu that is trying to bring it back. Who killed him if Nigeria was dead? No be Boko Haram.
Yes, now. So you see, Nigerians, 2027. I like what Baba Ahmed said. You know, some people will say Obi never won the election. They want to brag or say their own life. He said something on Arise, and that thing Nigerians should learn how to keep their mouth shut or say the truth at any point. Because even in my good diary, we always say the truth.
Yes,
the truth, and we will set you free.
That's right.
Baba Ahmed Dati said, at the midnight of announcing the election, somebody went out of his way to Asokoro house to go and block Mahmoud. Who was that? Was it not Kassim Shettima, the vice president? Because the announcement was not going their way. They went and threatened that man. If he does it, look at what is going to happen. That is what is happening to him. He will pay the price of putting Nigeria in abject poverty. I think Tinubu have pushed him aside. They have shown him that he's nothing but a threat to them. He's nothing but a threat. I know that.
Let me take another one. Thank you so much. So that we can take in as many as possible, and before we wrap it up, okay? Thanks so much for for that. You have a very good morning or afternoon. Hello. Hello, sir. Baba.
Man, I've been trying to call like those since yesterday, man.
I'm glad that you got through now. So it's worth it.
Okay. Yeah, of course. The thing is, when you try so much and you finally go through, you just forget what you're about to say with the excitement. You say,
because you are not even expecting if you are going to get through in the first place. I can imagine.
Right.
But there's so much. You know, one thing about us here is that when you call in, right, you don't even have to make your contribution based on the conversation we are having. It could be something that has been discussed in a while that you've always wanted to speak your mind and all that. So that is also welcomed. But maybe if I can help you to rejig, back wherever you had in mind. So we're trying to discuss, or we're exposing the characters who have become fearless to brag about their own stealing in public because they know Nigerians won't do anything. Werey Wike as an example.
So, the thing is this, when people want to self-destroy, they don't listen to anybody anymore. They listen to themselves and believe in themselves. Because when they are speaking to people, they think everybody is like them, think like them, right? So Wike always think, whenever it comes on TV, you always think he's having a meeting with his family member.
And he's the head of the family.
Yes, it's like he's talking to his wife and kid. You say, oh, what about if I buy a Rolls Royce Phantom? So what? You understand? Because nobody will challenge them. So he will take that mentality and bring it to TV. People will look at him and be like, dude, are you crazy? But you know what? Let's leave Wike. I told my friend, I said, listen, this thiefnubu regime, if anybody think they will go down easily, wake up from your sleep. I said, thiefnubu is going to flee Nigeria. The very day they announced the election, because thiefnubu will not like to give up power, right? He will send the police, send this thing, crush these people. When they see they overwhelm them, they are going to flee. I said, this Wike that is talking now, we should leave them. We have saw people. What is about Abacha? Where is Abacha's family today? Where are they? We don't see people when talk fast this one. Where they today?
The thing is, Mallami used to be on our TV, warning everybody. Telling everybody, justifying all the human rights abuses, right? He was like this so powerful minister then. I mean, I still remember. That's so fresh.
Where everybody, all the tough men that everybody will say they are tough, that work for thiefnubu, where are they? Buhari, where are they today?
Where are they now?
Where are they?
Where is Tunde Sabi? Where is Tunde Sabi too? That personal secretary of Bokwari that disarmed Aisha's security guard during the COVID. Where is he now? Where are they?
Where is the Buhari wife that will come on TV that said thiefnubu? Where is she? So thiefnubu, let's leave that. Let's talk about Obi. When people come on the program, they talk about Obi because Obi is a simple man. Everybody think Obi is a fool. You know what I told my friend? I said, if you look Obi well, Obi was that student who they grip anybody spy. He will be your friend. He go be your friend. You and I go play. Exam day reach. Obi will cover his paper and write and carry first and still come play with you the next day.
And you got the one that say you be my friend that be waiting you be Gogo said.
Right. So what do I mean is this? If people think Obi going to this coalition, Obi don't know what he's doing already. Those people should go out. They should wake up. They are sleeping under the river. Not even under the stone. Because under the stone, you can hear some noise. When you're under the river, you know they hear anything at all. You understand? I said, do you think Obi is a fool? Going into a coalition with Atiku, that was somebody he left in PDP.
Yes.
Do you think the guy is a fool? I said, do you see? I said, Obi is a custody. Nobody don't feel bring one word, come out. Waiting bad, Obi talk about Erufai when they were campaigning. But everybody can bring out 100 words.
He even appear to be the bigger person in the room now. You know why? Majority of these guys have said one thing or another worse things about Obi. But now they are all gravitating towards him. They are holding him. They are like, here you get, like, come. So he now becomes the bigger person in the room who never really said anything about them. But I'm following you, Baba.
And now you're going. You know why I love your program, right? Yes, I love your program so much. So imagine you're the one that said, oh, boy, me, I be Yoruba nation. Let's divide this country. But at the same time, you see, the same time, the level of your intelligence is like literally out of this world. You know, we can stay on the media and shout Yoruba nation, Biafra, Oduduwa. We know it can never happen. But it takes someone to gradually go through that process. Even if we don't get our nation, at least every region go and Malaysia your region.
Get something, exactly. Because I believe that except this establishment is broken, right? All of us can't get what we want. Those who want better Nigeria, one Nigeria, they will never get it. Those who want their own nations like myself, we will never get it because the criminals in Nigeria are united and they are from all tribes. So when it comes to how to take us out, they unite to take us out. You know that now? Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, they united to want to take the IPOB out. They united to crush the Yoruba nation this. You get what I mean? So they are always united. But the day they fight, they tear themselves. Please, so we shouldn't miss the opportunity to begin to say, hey, thank God they are destroying themselves. So let us become one. One care.
Right.
Yep.
Because I said, for me, I said 2027 is the closest thing we all can get
to die ahead. So that's what I also said. I said, listen, this current contraption is not working for everybody. A lot of people agree, right? We should try something different. The establishment, these guys who are benefiting from this particular one, do not want anything different. They want the status quo, right? I said, if at the end of the day, right, we decided that, okay, you know what? Don't let us break up yet. But at least let us have our autonomous region. It is a start.
Thank you.
But we should have something different from what we have now. And anybody who is interested in dismantling what you have now is my friend, even though it doesn't really favors me. That's my point.
Baba, you know how that will start happening. When people vote, started reflecting. And how will people vote, started reflecting? So imagine this same Tinubu back in the days it was all about Yoruba nation when this was not going his way.
And they used that to gain political relevance. But look at them today.
Okay, when it's going away, what happened? And another thing too. Do you know why I love APC?
Yes.
APC start with self-destroy. Shetima, remember what our data may say there was about to announce the election. Shetima went to block them. Meaning Shetima was the instrument Tinubu used in coming into power. The same Shetima is being sidelined right now.
Yes.
Continue. You don't think God is working. The same Shetima.
And I pray they succeed. Sure you get, because presently they are hyping thiefnubu that is such a big strategist that with one wave of hand, it will just push all these people aside, all this noise maker about coalition. So people they are hyping him. And I like it.
Right.
Sure you get.
Let me tell you what.
Go on.
Of course, me too. So this is the thing. When people call into your program, right?
Yeah.
People call into your program. Don't get me wrong, though. Some of these people, they are APC. But they will discard. I think they will discard to be like,
welcome.
They'll be like, oh, Obi, this, Baba. This life now two ways. It's either you die or you are alive.
You get
it's either you
kill
get
or
left,
be
you
killed.
get right. It's either you for Tinubu. Set your mind for
nobody
Tinubu.
defense. See me, I know they vote. I do my own thing now. Everybody they clear. I know they vote. I know they encourage people to be part of it. But I also realize that I do not have any influence to actually stop millions from not participating, because I've seen it. No matter what you say, there are those who are always going to want to participate. However, I am of this school of thought that my own grouse, my own problem is with the system. And overall, right, those in charge of that system. Now, I don't have what it takes to, to destroy the system. However, if I see any group, if I see any group doing it, I can always give them a push in my own way. So that if at the end of the day, right, the entire system is gone. And that's the point I want to make, is that nobody is neutral. You are either for thiefnubu, right? Or you are for thiefnubu's opposition, no matter who they are. Whether Obi or whether Atiku. That means you are either here or you are there. You can't be in between. There's no sitting on the fence and say I'm neutral. I am not neutral. Me, Mayogu, I'm not neutral. I want APC destroyed. Don't you get it? I want APC destroyed. Every one of them, I want them destroyed. Whatever that destroy means to anybody, it doesn't matter, right? I want that done.
You know another thing, right? Another thing I want to talk about. Okay, now everybody's talking about Showore.
Right.
APC members started happy Showore up. My thing with Showore is this, Baba. there is nobody in life that will compromise some certain things. You want to be a politician, you can't do it by yourself.
No, it's a give and take
No
thing.
matter,
That's why I think before you go into it. Me, Mayegu that is talking right now, the day I joined their politics, in truest sense of it, except if I'm deceiving myself, right? I will begin to compromise on certain things. It is so natural. Is this what it is? But if you want to be somebody that, no, I can't, well, good luck.
Yeah. Because if you, Baba, this is the thing. Right. When you said I'm not compromising, you now started making people questioning your own belief. How far?
You get
like which side you do? Because okay, you are not compromising. You are not compromising. You want to do protest every day. You realize every time you call on protest, people know they show up like that. Make Obi call on protest. Obi call on protest right now. Let's see the entire country. The entire country will be on flame. Right? Do you think if the same could do that, let's put record on the floor? Do anybody think Showore will beat Obi? Let's put record on the floor. We are not even talking about money now. Let's put record. Obi have been tested and trusted. Showore, you never do any government job before. We don't even know what we are getting. I mean, I'm not at Showore. My problem with Showore is this.
Your point is valid. Baba, I mean, go on.
My problem with Showore is this. If you truly want to work in Nigeria, remember the Showore, you came out during Jonathan. So what is not changing? What is not changing? Oh, Leo, okay, you made mistake bringing Buhari. It's quite on that. Everybody do make mistake. Buhari don't go now.
Well,
the same thing
he said he didn't bring Buhari. The APC build their propaganda based on Showore's expose of Jonathan's government. So, like, it didn't like technically bring them though. But I get your point too, and I understand other factors surrounding it too. But go on, Baba.
Baba, see this thing. Erufai said, Nigeria, I'm sorry. I bring this pain on you guys. This was somebody 2 years ago, everybody hated Erufai. This was somebody, but sometimes God uses your enemy.
Yeah, I get your point now. So I get you now.
Okay. This guy came out and said, oh, look at what I did. I'm sorry. But you know what? I must do all my best to take. Even he said the guy no fit come out to, at least he standing, he realized, say, oh, I don't wake up. So people say, because you don't get this thing. Wait till how you think say God they destroy person? Bill, you know first, how do you think?
Let's say person will go on destroy, go first make him mad. That's no be so you go first make him proud.
Right. You go first do it for years so they're not going to hear what they get. What did they do? They embarrass the guy. They embarrassed him. And the guy realized, me, that do everything that make sure you embarrass me like this. That was the first downfall of Tinubu. And Tinubu realized, if Erufai say, they started it. Anybody that ringing out is going back with body bag. Oh boy, the Eterno started saying one thing. Remember, Erufai was the one that is doing not right now. And now,
let me go take another one because of my time. You and I can continue like this because it's so interesting, right? But others are also on the line. God bless you, right? Thank you so much for your time. It's interesting. You can stay there and speak to someone, like you can talk to someone like that for half an hour. You won't even know, right? So I have just about 25. Oh, hang on. Okay, we still have like half an hour if we have more and more callers in this instance. So let's get this. Hello. Are you close to?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Mayegu.
Baba.
After how many decades? I'm
so sorry, man.
Boy,
it can be like that sometimes. Yeah. But good enough that you go through.
I've tried over 2 years. I've never gotten this line. But thank God,
At last, so Baba, I know that will change now. I mean, if we have more noon program like this, it will give more people the chance to get through. And in fact, even understand how to get through too. I'm glad that you got through, sir. Please.
Okay. Mayegu, please quickly allow me, let me paraphrase some issues.
Yes,
I'm going to mix Yoruba and English.
Mix them, okay. We are all
Mayegu,
here, sir.
let me quickly take you to something.
Yes, sir.
You earlier said something. There is no magic about Nigeria as a country.
No.
That is the truth.
I agree.
But the only thing about Obi is a lesser evil.
Well,
but let me tell you one thing.
Go on.
Yes,
sir.
With the way Nigeria is structured today, if Obi take over as a president, there is no magic you want to do.
It will fail.
There is no magic.
No, I agree.
The only magic you can do is probably you want to, okay, should I break this country?
Yes, sir.
Should I make a policy that will take the country back to regionalized government? But anything aside of that, my brother, I bet it with you.
No, I agree. I agree with you.
The corruption in Nigeria. Plus, let me go tell you something. You see what Wike is doing?
Yeah.
It's a lot fact. If anybody tell you that some people are not above the law, the old former governors, the old former senators, they are. Yeah. See, don't let me deceive you. Nobody, the system cannot cut up with them again. They are above the punishment.
And that is the issue. That is the issue. You know what I mean, sir? What I mean by that is that a society where that is what is our reality, right? And that same society is a society where we all know this, we see this, right? But it seems like we are powerless. Yeah. These are the issues.
No, not that it seems. Mayogo, don't let me fight with this morning. Forget about it. We remove the word seems. Right. Remove the word seems. We are powerless. We are powerless. Mayogo, let me quickly paint a scenario. Okay, come to 2027. Yes, sir. Peter Obi won the election. My brother, the old people that want to make Peter Obi win the election, 98% of them, they must be in jail. Are you ready to do that? Capital no.
No.
You can't try that.
He doesn't even have that plan.
That is the truth. And that is the truth.
He said he will persuade them to return what they stole. Don't you think the guy is just sounding nice enough, knowing the guys he's also playing with, until he has the power? Yes. I mean, our imagination won't finish all of us, so.
No, even if you get the power, he can't do anything. With this contraption, he can't do anything. Mayegu, do you want to jail all of them? I'm asking you, do you want to jail all of these criminals?
That's what I would want to do. That's what Shore would do. Even though jailing them is not that straightforward, because you are just one person, right? You are just one person in 3 arms of government. Sure, you get the executive, the judiciary. They are still there.
Mayegu, you can't jail. Mayegu, nowhere you can't jail them.
We said, let's us write a new constitution. If you
try that, that is the only way. You try that, you will battle with that for the next 4 years of your tenure. You will not go out of it.
Right.
So let's shock you. Let's quickly shock you something. Okay. Nigeria exists as a country because of the corruption. The old corruption, the old money they stole in Nigeria, it's revolved around. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. The old money they stole, it revolves around the country. The only thing that keeps that country afloat is that money, that stealing of the money in circulation. Yeah. Take it.
How is that? Baba, you can't. Now, here is something, right? Here is something. Let me comment, right? You see, there are things that a lot of people believe that if Nigeria is working well, Nigeria will not work. What do I mean by that, right? That if we have to do things like legit, normal, everything, right? People will suffer like Kinikoki, because we are used to a system where we believe that, you see, no matter how you see it, these thieves, they give money to people, they share money. This money is still running in the economy, or that is something we give to them. That's not an economy, Baba. It's not sustainable. That's what I mean. Like, it's not sustainable. Last, right? It will end up like what we are witnessing right now, don't you think?
I agree with you.
So then let us go back to that first statement of yours that... Wait, Baba, wait. Let's go back to the first statement where you said... No, I want to go back to the state where you said, let us jail them. Because that one is the most valid one there.
I didn't say let us jail them. I'm not part of that.
You don't want us to jail them?
I'm not part of that.
We should.
Mayegu,
sir?
I'm telling you, you can't jail them.
I know it's not that easy, but I'm saying that if you have the power to...
Yes.
If you have the power to... I know it's not easy. You would have to abuse their human rights, but they stole from the people. As the president of a country, you have access to this. Baba.
Let me I want to poke your conscience this morning.
All right, sir.
Mayegun, come 2027, if they give you the governor of Ogun State.
Yes, sir.
Mayegun, I can bet it with you. There's no magic you will do. With this contraction.
I understand because there is no. I don't want to make it look like a magic wand. See, I am. See,
you see what we can accuse Abeshi of? Mention one governor. That is not their. That is not the way they rule.
I mean, no. You are asking me to mention one governor. Me, I'm saying whatever Wike said, Baba, wait, whatever Wike said, multiply it by 36. And imagine people replicating that same mentality in a system that allows it. You get, and then come back and tell me that say, you know, you are from Nigeria, Baba. No, not you directly. I'm just asking like you know, like an indirect stuff. People who feels that way, things you know going on like this, and then expecting to say. Well, you know, one thing you pay that country, Papa, could see chance now, could see hope now, man.
Could see chance.
So the entire system, we can go back to my own now and say a system, right? A system that allowed all of this has to go. It is not the person. Even like you said, even if they make me president of Nigeria, I will flop. I will struggle to make any meaningful impact. Because the system here, Baba, the system here is built in a way to pay. You can say it's a weapon fashioned against the people. It has to go.
That is it.
But we shall see. It's quite interesting talking to you, Baba. Thank you so much. Right? Nice morning.
Yeah.
God bless you, sir.
Yeah.
So interesting enough that if you feel otherwise about any conversation, you can call in. And I will engage you. Like me, I agree. When you say something, I agree. And then once I feel like I could inject something to possibly help, you know, your sort of like assertion, I do it, but you don't even have to take it. But it's to make the conversation interesting for our viewers and our listeners who are there feeling possibly having similar chat with whoever you are with right now. You are probably having similar chat. You know, I don't agree with that one. No, me, I agree with Mayegun. I disagree with Mayegun. Mayegun, I agree with you on that one. That is why we call it an open mic. Everybody should have a say. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is that emoji?
Yeah, emoji.
It is, Baba.
I about doing something when you mentioned you want APC to go.
They have to.
Not only APC,
I know.
So 4 days ago, you had this conversation with one guy. You people calculated our age. 16 years PDP, 16 years these people, 32 years. Minority from how old you are now. 32 years supposed to marry. When I come Europe, they say make I put my age up. Say the Igbo go no say I don't advance, so they go fee give me visa. But when I enter Germany, now since say 18 years speaking, they head department. 22 years speaking, they head department. Vest pull my body. I upload my age 3 years. I dey vest now because of that thing. So minus 16, 32. That person now old man, no. You don't suppose get like family. They work very well. That person don't suppose get like family, get children. Don't they get grandchildren? For America, 32-year-old girl don't get grandchild.
No be boy.
And they tell you this thing. So when you're talking about APC to go look back 1960. That guy mentioned something. The same picture where we they see since we they small. Small Dan Kata. Sokoto. Those people go. When I look where they beat Gandola, I they feel say make that thing be dynamite. Make all of them think there.
Make them break it.
You get people who know the APC, where they involve. You know they call Gumi. You know they call Satan of Sokoto.
No.
If you go southeast, you go see them. Like after 1,000, they praise that one. I don't they see them when I dey small. I they see them as a better person. I don't they see them. Every government, they praise every government. He praised Tinubu. He tell us
you go ask people to pray for them.
Yeah, he tell us Buhari are the best. Now after Buhari say he gave Igbo people for mind. Yeah. But Buhari mentioned for interview say if anything you civil war come again, he go still kill people. The way he kill Igbo people.
He say una parent no tell una the story very well. Say the lesson where your parent no teach you. Ingo do I mean sorry, the history where your parent no teach you. Ingo teach this one. Now he say Ingo carry out the genocide again. And he said that on the national television of Nigeria.
Somebody with
and it was the president. It was the sitting president who said that out. Wait to emoji. Wait. This actually gets me emotional. All right. Because it's like I'm replaying it in my head right now. Bokwari was granting a presidential media chat. He was talking about, the state of the country under him then. Then they asked him about the issue in the southeast. His body, is everything changed? To those of you who probably didn't see that video or can't remember it, his body, everything changed. When they mentioned southeast. And the first thing he said was that those of you who are pushing for Biafra now, all these young people who are pushing for Biafra, their parents didn't tell them what happened in history. But he will teach them what their parents didn't teach them in history. And what was that? That they conspired to kill over 5 million civilians in Igbo land for the sake of keeping Nigeria one. And somebody who participated in that, a genocidist, was rewarded with head of state. He was rewarded with the presidency of Nigeria. And in that position, he looked back, nostalgically, right? He looked back and he felt like, we could do that again. Let's kill another 6 million.
Even the president of Nigeria. The lady was shocked.
And now,
the lady asked the question again.
He said they are just dotting a cycle. That's another part. He said, these people are just dotting a cycle. The Igbos are just dotting a cycle. Then the president of Nigeria, president of Nigeria said they are just dotting a cycle. And a dotting a cycle means it's insignificant, so you can wipe it off. You will wipe off over 50 million people in 2020.
That's why people are praising him that side. So when you're talking about APC have bracket. When you even the what they call this, the church religious leaders, pastors, and reverend, imam. Understand me? So all these people, we're talking about APC. There's a lot of APC. APC don't they take out Tinubu? How old was Tinubu when he was with Abacha? All these things are going on. People are calling Abacha. Yeah. It's only when the thing didn't work his way, he ran away. He was working with Abacha.
He was with Abacha now. You don't get it. It was with Abacha. So in fact, let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something.
They need to kill him too.
And now, let me tell you something. The plan then was that they thought Abacha would be like Babangida, okay? So it would disqualify Abiola, everybody. And it would then declare a new process, which would then be them in charge. thiefnubu was like a boy behind Abiola and all these guys then, right? So they thought Abacha, after a year or two, will start a new process that will now be them, thiefnubu. But when that didn't happen...
When you call him a boy, he's a traitor.
And now?
He's a traitor. He will speak Yoruba to his brother and go and speak English or Hausa to them. Yeah. He's a traitor. So that kind of person, I listened to this lady's, daughter, Galadima's daughter interview. He said, Northerners, storm is coming. So it's good now. Southerners, we are easily to organize ourselves. We know what we want. Not that we don't have power, but they can kill us anyhow. And we value life so much. Northerners, they don't value it because they have millions of Amajeri that doesn't know their parents. So when you start from north, now that he's sitting them, that's why I said criminal will remove criminal. The only choice Tinubu have in 2027, I'm not expecting P2B to do anything. The only choice Tinubu have in 2027 is to destroy Nigeria if he will get to 2027. So when you're talking about APC, I get agitated because all of them, both Tokyo,
people need to understand that this is not coming from any other position than you are looking at people who have a chance of making the life of the people better, but they made it worse. but they want people to praise them.
That's going to make me to call it now. Not only APC. If they can bring them together and do them, they're running. All of them, since 1960, all of them, they are still there. They are wicked. They are the one influencing the younger ones. Thank you so much, my
God bless you, everybody. I mean, thank you very much as well for calling in, okay? So, it is obvious, right, that if you want to have anything different, then you have to do things differently. The entire establishment has to go. That's something that somebody like me wishes for. But I don't have the resources for the establishment to go, because the most valuable resource that we have or should have ordinarily should be the people. Unfortunately, the people have, when I say people, so many of the people have become divided, and some are very much comfortable with the arrangement. So it's difficult. But because the rotten system, right, and those who are benefiting from it are going to go at a loggerheads, I mean, with one another, it will be a good thing for them to decimate themselves first, and hopefully you will gather your own motivation from there to finish the job. Then the establishment and the entire system can go. My theory. Hello there.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Baba. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, sir. Very well, sir.
Ọmọ Balógun.
Ọmọ Balógun òjò pàṣẹkẹrẹ máa bẹ̀ lọ́yọ̀ọ́lé.
Àwa àti bà lọ́yọ̀ọ́lé. Kábíyèsí o. How are you, Baba?
Baba, I'm very well. How are you?
I'm very well too.
When we listen to your program, I mean, I did not listen to it from the beginning. Do you understand? But when people are talking, especially the one before the last, is the reason why I'm calling back.
Please.
And I think people like him needs to be addressed as soon as he mentioned what he mentioned, with regards to the people looting and stealing money out of our country. He is saying point blank that we need to leave them alone, that there's nothing we can do to them. This is why that country will never grow. When you have people saying things like that, it means some people, some certain set of people, just because they are being in power, they are above the law.
And there's nothing we can do about it. Just wait for your own turn and do your own.
So now somebody like Wike that had no money, now he stole money that he can afford himself that kind of a car that you put in the description.
Yes, sir.
It means because he's told that let's just leave him alone, it's above the law. He can do whatever he wants. And you wonder why nothing works. You wonder why nothing works.
Right.
When you have some certain type of people that are above the law, the people who are poor, they are poor, you keep using the law against them, and you are above it, then nothing is going to work. There's no point having all this conversation about the coalition or no coalition or anything. When the rule of law, proper rule of law, is never at play. That's all I'm going to say, Baba. Thank you very much for your time.
Well, I mean, everybody with his own cup of trouble, but from that your own angle, I bet that you are not the only person who feels that way, right? But thank you for chipping in.
Because we've been going through all this for years now about all these people making money. Nobody faces the law in that country. Try it in China.
I know.
They will kill you. There's no two ways about it.
So they will say if you can't beat them, you join them. I know.
And there are people like that saying that when they steal money, let's just leave them alone. That is why the Russian president, he sent all the likes of the former owners of Chelsea away, Abramovich and all that. Okay, he stole money, all right. I don't want to kill. But you need to get out of my country because I don't want people to think this is fair. This is fine for everybody. Just steal money and you can just go away with it.
It's not right.
You know?
God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, okay, for stopping by. That's the beauty of it. You may be the next person who is going to be like, no, I disagree with Omo Balogun, Ojopa Shere Oma Tiba, Loyoli. So I disagree with him. Why? Because, hello. Hello, can you hear me? You are now live.
Hello.
Oh,
yeah.
my lady.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Good afternoon. Yeah, fine. Waiting for all the good job. I will always praise you. You know, you're doing a very great job. I don't know how you're doing. How you're doing it, though. But God will keep strengthening you.
Amen. God bless you. Yes, ma'am.
You too. All these things. I believe. How do I start? What Obi? The only thing Obi could do to save that entire place, because I don't see it as one Nigeria, is just to if it happens that you can get to that
power,
presidency,
right? Okay.
to power.
Now you are giving him a bucket list. What would you think?
Yeah, the only thing I believe it could do is to divide that country. If Obi still believes in one Nigeria, those vultures in that country, there's no how anybody can get rid of all of them. To my own opinion, if Obi still say, oh, it's still one Nigeria, this one Nigeria thing, I don't think it can really work. That is, to me, that's my own opinion. To be honest,
right?
Everybody has right to his or her own opinion.
It is a free world where everybody opinion is free, of course.
So that is what I believe, because. And I see something like all these people, ADC, the coalition.
Yeah, coalition, yep.
Yeah. You know, it's even too early to say that coalition team would walk or stand because of those people there. Because that man, that thiefnubu, that is the reason why before they did that election, 2023, I was fighting, I was thinking I could get something just to make people say that if you try to put this man in power, you people will face hell.
And look at us.
That man is a drug lord. And they play the game so well, right? They don't mind to push billions, trillions to achieve whatever they want. That coalition, I hope this man, that thiefnubu, will not
infiltrate them as everybody is suspecting.
Yeah, to their midst. Yeah, go into their midst and give them whatever. You know what happened to 2023 now? How he gave all the when they wanted to do primary.
And now they had to give money to a lot of people to go buy form. 29 forms, 2.9 billion.
29
plus
forms.
his own 3 billion naira. That's how much he spent on forms alone.
Exactly. On forms alone. So you know
party
what
form.
Party forms. You know how he did it. Now
somebody should underrate him.
He's undermine that man. He's an evil man. I don't care what anyone says about that. To me, I've seen it before. I mean, I can see, and they're so sad that people still allow this man. Or anyway, they didn't allow him. I don't know what Nigerians did to God that he allowed that man.
Well,
because what would they do?
The person who brought him said he brought evil upon Nigeria and he will help Nigerians to remove the evil. Fire. So we want to use evil to remove evil now, by the way.
To remove evil. I hope
our job seems to have been cut out for us. Well cut out.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope so. Let's use evil to delete or remove whatever you want to do. Maybe delete or whatever, however.
We'll see. My lady.
You understand?
Thank
so
you
we'll
so
see.
much.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
God bless you. More wisdom.
You too,
Thanks,
baby.
everyone.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Have a very good morning, okay? So this is where we are supposed to draw the curtain, isn't it? But let's take one more. Just one. Last one. Hello there.
Hello, Baba. Good morning from here.
Baba?
Good morning from here.
Very good morning to you, sir. How are you?
I'm good, my good Baba. How are you there?
Very well, Baba. I'm not today complain.
It has been a long time.
I know.
John is calling from Boston. John is calling from Boston, United States.
J.E. John Eze. Good to have you back, though.
Yeah.
Please.
Thank you, Baba.
Yes, sir.
I bless you today. Today is a very good Saturday morning. I bless you. May the peace of Lord be upon your life and your family in the mighty name of Chukwu. He said. I will go brief. Let me apologize to you. Sorry that day I called, you said let you take another people. I was really trying to say something, but I'm so sorry that I don't supposed to be like that because I need to obey your rule and your regulation. That is how we live.
Things happen, you know.
Yes, so I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry about that.
Don't worry yourself.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I just want to go brief.
Please.
Now, I would like to be honest with you. You have been saying this time without number that Nigeria can never work.
They think they are in a course at the course, and I'm not cursing Nigeria.
No, because Maazị Nnamdi Ukalo Hamadike one said it, but we use that man word as like, who is him? You keep saying it, and every time that I call you, I always say this.
Yes.
The only thing that will bring life back, that will bring peace back, that will bring harmony back, is to separate that place. Let everybody go their separate way and manage what they have.
Yes.
And manage their people and save life. This group of people, weak, it shall never be well with weak.
You see, because instead of it deserves that.
Akpabio, it shall never be well with Akpabio.
You say,
Toromo Kiamo, it shall never be well with him.
You say,
Thiefnubu, it shall never be well with him.
You say,
for 2 good years, Bokulari tried his countenance, the person that represents him. It is Jibrin. I don't call him Bugari, it is Jibrin.
The Jibril Sudani.
Jibrini Sudani. He destroyed that place, but not the way this man now destroyed it in 2 years. This man destroyed it to the extent that there is no way to repair it. Now, what am I saying? I am not against their coalition, but what I'm saying is the same people, the same group of people who put these people in power are the same people that put Bugari, Jibril in power.
Yes.
What is the difference? There is no difference. All of them are the same thing. We are talking about how a president will fight and protect his people. We are talking about how a president will build a hospital. The other day you were showing, no, it was not you, it was a very dark man on the bridge. Is it in Lagos? I don't know how people was trying to go back to home. They are dragging on the healers, and the healers just pack a lot of people on the process on the mainland bridge.
Right.
The healers had an accident or something like that.
Right.
A lot of people died, and the people jump inside. People that jump inside the sea, the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether they saved. I didn't know that they saved their life. I don't know, but these people are in a critical condition. They took them to the hospital. Can you imagine that many of them, I believe 2 of them, died in the process of taking them, to the room or taking them inside the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
It was a very big drama. Then
They've lost so much time after the accident before they even got medical help. Yeah.
Okay, so I just sit down and think. I said, how are we going to be able to kill this problem that have been falling upon us? Then I think about the other way right now. I said, it is not you, it is not me. It is not people that are living in diaspora. It is people, our youth, our brothers and sisters who are living in Zoological Republic. Now, in Bangladesh, a lady was dealing with them. They stood up and said, this woman, it is enough for you. We can't continue living like this. They chased that woman away.
They did. And they are students.
Why?
She increased school fees. That was what changed everybody. She lost power because of it.
What is so important to our leaders, to our youth, to our brothers and sisters, instead of them to fight for their own rights, they endorse the criminals. They endorse people who have been holding them for 58 years.
And now mortgaging their future.
Baba, I don't know. Well, I just don't know what I can tell them.
Yeah.
My own prayer is they should tamper mercy and justice. Free that innocent man that is there, languishing in the DSS dungeon. They should.
It's a very simple demand.
Free that man. Let that man go.
God bless you, Mazi. Our time is totally out now, okay? So it is wonderful hearing from you again. All right? Thank you so much, my dear friend, John Eze. You have a good morning, okay? So this is where we draw the curtain this afternoon for the brunch. I am going to take a short break and see you later this evening. So if you joined us late, don't worry. All you have to do is just rewind the broadcast and watch it all over again to where you started from. Or if you if you have been here from the start, listen, thank you so much. But please, if you haven't really liked the broadcast, do it before you leave. Subscribe to my channel as well. When I come back later this evening, I will see you. So until then, good afternoon.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1. àní máyégún máa wí. Máyégún Diary na ibi nọ́mbà one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún Diary na ibi nọ́mbà one. Máyégún Diary politico. Máyégún Diary na ibi nọ́mbà one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún. Máyégún Diary na ibi nọ́mbà one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Máyégún Diary na ibi nọ́mbà one. Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Máyégún Diary na ibi nọ́mbà one. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Ìmọ̀ àìṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ìmọ̀ àìṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́. Ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o. Ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran.